This is breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.
Happy Friday, everyone. I'm Jen Ah, coming to you from the Review-Journal studio. It's another major project in the works, the MSG Sphere at the Venetian, and we got a first-hand look at its construction. Now, the bones are officially in place. However, this $1.8 billion entertainment venue, we're talking billion with a B, still has a long way to go. It's expected to feature 580,000 square feet of programmable LED outside and 160,000 square feet of high-def LED screen inside. Now, just to give you an idea of how big that is, it spans the size of 3 football fields. We have Review-Journal's James Schaefer here in studio with us. So James, you were there, you saw it all in person, and I heard the sound quality, the resolution of the Sphere screen, they're expected to be amazing. Can you tell us more details?
Sure, the infrasound haptic system is what they're calling it, and this is an audio system which they told us can make you feel the audio. And to what extent that is, we don't exactly know, but might be vibrations in the air. The other part of it is beamforming technology. Now, the beamforming technology, from what we understand, let me give you an example. You could hear different translations of a performance or a conference dependent upon the seat you're sitting in. It individualizes the audio for where you're sitting. So it's pretty incredible stuff in terms of the audio alone.
And a lot of people are probably assuming when they say different language per seat that you're actually listening into an earbud, and that's not the case, right?
Correct, Jen, yeah.
So how that happens, just incredible technology. We have to definitely check it out.
State of the art.
Yeah, and according to MSG's VP of Construction, he says, be prepared to be blown away. He says there are no bad seats in this 17,000 plus seat venue. I mean, we're talking about a screen so big, stadium, venue so big. How is that possible?
Well, you said at the top, it's 160,000 square foot HD LED monitor on the inside, and this thing is, according to the spokespeople that we spoke with, this is the highest resolution HD LED screen and the largest one on the planet. The highest resolution and the largest one on the planet. If you want to see it, there's only one place to see it, and it's in Las Vegas. On top of the fact that this monitor, from what spokespeople told us, has 100 times better the quality of a commercial grade HD LED monitor. So think of the best monitor that you have or your friend has, times it by 100, and that's what's inside.
Incredible. And it's just, it feels like because the screen is so big that you could only see parts of it from your seat, but the fact that there are no bad seats, that just sounds amazing. I wonder how they're going to pull that off.
Well, like we said, it's angled. It's angled. It's not like a planetarium. It's not all facing up. Everyone's all facing one way, and it's right at the monitor.
Oh, very cool. It's a globe, but it's still all one way.
Right.
Okay. And you were there touring the progress of this construction. How was it? Where are they in the process, and what is next?
So today they're having the topping off ceremony where they're placing the dome on top, and that's today on Friday that they're doing that ceremony. Like, again, you said at the top, the bones are in. A lot of the heavy construction that they had to do is done. The obstacles that they needed to overcome have been overcame. And now all that's left is putting on the garnish, putting up the monitors, the paneling, everything else, including AC, one thing that was missing from our tour. And of course they'll have it, but like I said, it was missed out in the hot sun inside the dome.
Must have been hot with your suit.
Yes, it was very hot, and you have no idea.
Well, thank you so much for all your hard work.
Thank you, Jen.
And thank you for joining us here in studio. And it's always a pleasure to have James here with us in studio, and we're so excited about this project. It'll be great not only for us, but for the economy and for our tourists who visit Las Vegas. MSG stands for Madison Square Garden Entertainment Corporation, which operates the Madison Square Garden and Radio City Music Hall in New York. And they're actually collaborating with Las Vegas Sands Corporation on this massive project. Now, let's bring in Review-Journal's business reporter, Mike Shuro. Mike, you've been writing about this project as well, and we hear it's a complicated process with the construction of this whole sphere.
Yeah, so the big milestone was this topping out, ceremony, which was to be held today on Friday. And it was a celebration of putting the dome together, the main venue's structural steel is finally all in place now. And the dome itself was very complicated because it consisted of 32 steel trusses, each weighing about 100 tons. And they were all had to be set in such a way that they are connecting with two rings, one on the main level, or excuse me, the main venue's top level as a tension ring, and then a compression ring at the very top. So essentially, when all of these trusses are put together, they're pushing against both the central ring and the tension ring at the bottom. It's what allows the project to have a self-supporting roof that doesn't need any sort of columns.
So there are already many entertainment venues in Las Vegas. I feel like our city is really trying to live up to that name of entertainment capital of the world. What will the MSG Sphere, though, be specifically used for?
All sorts of things. I mean, the technology, the screens, the sound system, all of that, I think, gives that project, that venue, some flexibility in terms of what it is it can do. The stage itself is going to be mobile and movable. It can adjust to different sorts of acts or events. I know there's been some discussions about, if not shows, concerts, boxing matches, things like that. I think it's supposed to be an all-purpose venue of sorts, and its differentiation is also its ability to host events and more conference type things in its atrium space. It's going to have the advantage of being the next big thing.
For sure. I feel like just hearing this from you and James, it sounds like this venue is really going to be one of a kind. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Always great to hear your wealth of information. Construction leaders say the MSG Sphere should be completed by the year 2023. And the Review Journal here, our business team will continue to monitor the progress of this construction project, this massive $1.8 billion project. You can check for updates on our website, lvrj.com, and our 7 at 7 a.m. and p.m. newscasts also feature a business segment and are available on Roku, YouTube, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, all your favorite streaming platforms. I'm Jen Ah. Hope you all have a great weekend.